Okay, Aaron.
Yes.
I suppose the obvious first question, why cable news?
Sure. First, I think we all wanted to thank you, Piers, for moderating this panel. You bring a lot of class.
Oh, my pleasure. When Aaron Sorkin knocks, the answer is yes.
I appreciate
If you're
that.
casting anything, I'm available.
I like to write very romantically, and I think that the news is fundamentally a noble calling. And I think that we tend to be cynical about it today, and that for me is a really good recipe. People trying to do something well in an environment where that's really hard to do that.
How cynical are you about news, modern news, based on all the research you did for this show?
You know, one of the things that I was really heartened by was that I met a ton of people like you, and everyone said the same thing. You know, after they talked about how difficult it is because of ratings and because of the corporate culture, everyone would say, but we're still trying to do the very best we can. We're all doing this for the same reason everybody's been doing it for hundreds of years. And I liked that, and that was the spirit behind the show.
Jeff, you make one of the great Sorkin monologues of all time at the start of season 1, a real show-stopping moment in the theatre, not dissimilar to this, in front of a bunch of startled students. And when I read that, it was classic Sorkin. What's the pressure like as an actor when you get handed the script and you realize you're the Sorkin monologue go-to guy?
Well, it was, first of all, it was, Aaron had worked really hard on it. I think he rewrote it half a dozen times to get it just right. And it was the day 3 of shooting the pilot, I think. So, and it's also placed about 5 minutes into the first episode. So I was very aware that where it was placed was where America would be sitting with their remote going, do I stay with this or not? So there was that. And then as we're driving up to the set, I got a ride with Aaron, and with unsolicited, he said, you know, as important as this speech is to you, it's twice as important to me. So there was a little bit of, but you know, it was.
Like to give a little pep talk.
Yeah. But it's what you want. I mean, we all want that speech, and that's the beauty of his writing. One of the things is that he writes for actors. He writes scenes that you get to play, that you get to get your teeth into, and that was one of the great ones that I've gotten to do. We've all gotten those scenes and those speeches, and that's unusual in movies or television or Broadway. I mean, it's to be cherished. It really is.
Now, Will McAvoy he's handsome, he's charming, he's acerbic, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. I haven't finished yet. He's brilliant. He's trailblazing. He's campaigning. He's everything we all want to be in an anchor. Irresistible to women. Parties like the best of them. Present company accepted. Who did you base him on?
I think, like a lot of actors, you just end up playing yourself. Nobody, to be honest, Aaron and Alan never came to me and said, by the way, study him. We never had that conversation. We created our own guy and tried to drop him in the middle of all of you. That's what we did.